What is up, everybody? Shauna D Man here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys have yourselves a great day, weekend, depending on when you're watching this video. We're gonna be talking some Star Wars related content. So last week, over on StarWars.com, they released what was it? Let me see if I can find it. Have it. They released an article. At least somebody released an article. Um, Talking about some of the best lightsaber duels across the galaxy. So what we're gonna do is just go through and see if this is legit or if it's trash. And so I don't have high confidence in this. So we are definitely going to do that. But if you are new to the channel or the Nerd Talk channel, then be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. You can also find me on Rumble, my gaming channel, Kick, Twitch, the Nerd Talk podcast over on Spotify, and my Patreon, relatively new, but all that you can find in the description below. So let's jump. Let us jump into it. Let's see. All right, so okay. Okay, so ignited lightsabers across, or I'm sorry, lightsabers, some of the best lightsaber duels across the galaxy. It was made by Paige Linman. From the original trilogy to animation, the Jedi and Sith wield their lightsabers in some of the most unforgettable battles in cinematic history. So let's go. All right. Since the first time Luke Skywalker lit up his father's lightsaber in Star Wars A New Hope, nearly 50 years ago, the elegant weapons of the Jedi and Sith have been a mesmerizing part of the galaxy. The likes of Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Emperor Palpatine, and Darth Maul, among many others, have used their lightsabers to both protect the peace and bring about the downfall of the galaxy in equal measures. Sparks fly when lightsabers meet in battle. Let's revisit some of our favorite duels in a galaxy far, far away. All right, so the first one we have up is Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader. I wonder I'm here on this list. I'm fine with. I'm actually okay with this one. This is actually a good ad. So Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader's confrontation in Empire Strikes Back is truly one of the original iconic lightsaber battles, taking place in the depths of Cloud City. Luke and Vader's first fight starts in the carbonite chamber where Han Solo was frozen. The striking blue lighting and the rising steam set the scene for the long-awaited confrontation between Luke and the man who was about to be revealed as, spoiler, his father. Luke holds his own at best as he can with the limited training he's had and by making good use of the surroundings in a tension-filled back and forth that you don't want to look away from. But eventually Vader does get the upper hand. Literally, the battle ends with Luke losing a limb and dangling over a deep chasm, and Vader revealing a dark family secret. Yeah, this was fun. I think, okay, so far, you're off to a good start. I love Empire Strikes Back. It's like the number one movie, Star Wars movie for me. For those who don't know, like my top 5 of Star Wars movies, it's Empire Strikes Back, New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, and Rogue One. Yeah. So that's my top 5. So yeah, I agree with this. This is actually a relative. That's good. That's good. That's good. So the next one, interesting. Anakin versus Barriss Offee in Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 20, The Wrong Jedi. Ahsoka Tano has been expelled from the Jedi Order and faces a military tribunal for alleged crimes, including bombing the Jedi Temple. That doesn't sit well with Anakin Skywalker or any of us. He's immediately suspicious that his Padawan has been framed, and he sets out to find the truth. His clues eventually lead him to Barriss Offee, the real mastermind behind the bombing, and a Jedi Padawan herself. As he confronts Barriss, the Jedi Temple makes for an interesting setting for the fast-paced fight that sees both Jedi jumping out of a window into a courtyard below in classic Anakin or Skywalker fashion, we see firsthand how vicious Anakin can be battling against someone whose wronged those he cared about. Barriss puts up a good defense, but she's no match for Anakin's abilities. Now, this one's interesting. It's really gonna be hard for me to say until I know what the rest of the list look like. But I could, I would suspect some of the better ones on this. I don't know if this is one of them. Like the whole episode of it, is I mean it's fine. It's pretty good, but ah, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. This was also a weird thing too because like you basically had Barriss, you know, basically go to the dark side. Whereas I think in she's like in canon or legends or one of the two, she dies on Flush. No, she dies in on Kashyyyk during the Battle of Kashyyyk during Order 66. So I don't know. All right, so right now I don't know about this one, but let's see what else we got. Okay, so this is Star Wars Visions. I have not seen Star Wars Visions, so I can't really speak on this one. But in an alternate galaxy, the Empire has created twin siblings, Am and Kari, through the power of the dark side. The twins are each powerfully skilled in their own right and have been raised in to bring order to the galaxy. But Kari is ready to rebel. The battle that follows includes a stunning display of force abilities and heated lightsaber clashes. From An and Kari in a bombastic anime style, including a powered up Kari using his lightsaber to cut directly into the hull of a Star Destroyer to both defeat and save his sister. M's own Kyber crystal power up, and the fact that the fight takes place atop starships make it a okay. To be quite honest, I don't know, but again, I have not seen Star Wars Visions, so I can't really speak on this. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through the list, and then we're definitely gonna go back through and be like, okay, this doesn't belong here. So that's the twins, Star Wars Visions. I heard good things about Star Wars Visions. I just have not watched it. Okay. Ahsoka versus Baylan Skoll. Ahsoka Season 1, Episode 4, Fallen Jedi. Ahsoka Tano's journey to find the map that will lead her and Sabine to Grand Emerald Throne at Ezra Bridger has put her on a dangerous path. She bravely faces foes like the Inquisitor, Marok, and Shin Hati, who are both hot on her trail during the first season of Ahsoka. But Ahsoka's fight against former Jedi turned mercenary Baylan Skoll keeps us on the edge of our seats. The two feel each other out before their sabers ever meet, making for a slow building tension that sets the scene for the skilled duel and that unfolds. Oh, Ahsoka's agility is a good match for Baylan's brute force, but it's not enough. The battle ends with Ahsoka injured, unfocused, and starts plummeting over the edge of a cliff. Yeah, this was good. I actually did like this one because you can see here. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Oh. All right, so grab this. All right. We can watch this. All right, so here we go. Let's check this out.
How inevitable.
Yeah, just like as you can see here, they're both just kind of like feeling each other out, seeing who's gonna be the one to make the first move. Like I remember watching this when it first aired on Disney Plus, and just the like just the weight that you can feel as like I said, both these two are feeling each other out, but you can feel like the tension just in the video, you know, and it's just it's one of the best ones. Like to me, it's one of the best lightsaber duels. At least this one. I don't know about the second one, the second time they meet, but this first one for sure was really good. It wasn't like flashy or anything like that we've seen in some of the Star Wars uh content and things like that, but it was just like two seasoned warriors, both drastically different in their fighting stances. Which one can prevail in this? Another thing I love is because this reminds me of a samurai. Now, obviously, Ahsoka is known as a Ronin and stuff like that, but like, yeah, it's this was one of the things I loved. I was like, see, it's the inspiration from Japanese culture and like in regards to like samurai and stuff like that. Their stances, I just loved it. So good. And you see like the different stances and everything that happened. She changes the stance, he changes his stance, she changes her stance again. Clearly, Baylan is more of the he is more of an aggressive lightsabers form. I'm not sure which one he uses, but he definitely is over. It can definitely overpower Ahsoka. So yeah, that's just we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but that's just mainly like one of the things I wanted to just like look at real quick because it's been a while since I watched Ahsoka, and with season two coming out maybe like next year or something like that. But yeah, I think this is actually a relatively good inclusion on this list. This is another good one to have. The Duel of Fates. This was actually really good too. This is a good one. So Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi have been trailed from Tatooine all the way to Naboo by the intimidating Darth Maul. With nowhere left to run at the royal palace, the Jedi send Padme Amidala's entourage ahead so they can deal with Maul alone. Set to John Williams' Duel of Fates, the battle unfolds quickly the lightsaber as the fight the three fight across a series of catwalks and barriers. Maul is agile and fierce, wielding his double-ended lightsaber effectively. And although Qui-Gon um, is able to match him in battle for a time, Maul ultimately wins. That final strike has us yelling no, right alongside Obi-Wan Kenobi every time we watch. But that's not the end of the fight, and perhaps fueled by his anger after the devastating loss, Obi-Wan engages Maul and finishes the battle for now by cutting him in half. Yeah, I remember. So this was like actually my true introduction into Star Wars. Now, I had seen some of the original trilogy when it was like randomly on TV, but it was like I was like young enough to not really know what I was watching. But like I had a friend that I went to daycare with as a kid, and he had a bunch of Star Wars stories and stuff like that. And I don't think I saw this in theaters. I think I watched it at his house and loved it ever since. Loved it ever since. Like nowadays, a lot more people for the most part, enjoy the prequels. Now, you have people who talk about how fans hated them and everything. That's not really the case. That's more of a media talking point. I think a lot of fans, while they weren't perfect, the prequel trilogies were really good. Were really good Star Wars. So I think this one is good. Is a good one. So far, there's three on out of the five that we looked at. There's three on here that I'm fine with. The other two, no, maybe we'll see. Uh, okay, all right, okay. So over the course of season one, the acolyte, the stranger, and May, NSA have been attacking Jedi and pointed crime spree, leaving Osha, May's twin sister, to take the blame. Eventually, Osha's former Jedi Master Soul returns to where the story began to confront the stranger on Brindok. Soul and the stranger engage in a lightsaber duel that pulls no punches. Both are skilled lightsaber combat and use of the Force, which Soul and the stranger use their advantage throughout the dance-like confrontation. The first choreography is a sharp and elegant, showcasing the amount of time and effort the Acolyte cast and crew put in the duel, but Soul eventually emerges victorious, or does he? Hmm. Let me wait. Let me wait till I see the rest of the list before I give my full thoughts about it. Okay. I don't know about this one. This was not really a. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. Just as they were boarding a shuttle to escape Lothal, Ezra Bridger and Kanan Jarrus must face off against Darth Vader. Ezra's only been training as a Padawan for a short time, but he and Kanan still put up a solid defense against the Sith Lord, as outmatched as they are. As Kanan and Ezra work together to hold Vader off during the shows. This duel shows how far Kanan and Ezra's relationship as student and teacher has become from early days where they found it hard to connect, but they only make a successful getaway thanks to some help from their friends, Sabine and Zeb. As Kanan says, they're lucky to survive this nail biting encounter. Hmm. Because I'm thinking of there's several other lightsaber battles that I will probably put over this, but we'll talk about it. We'll see. So the next one is Star Wars Visions, another one. The Ronin returns, and at this time he's hunting a Sith. When he first finds Anakin, they battle each other in close quarter combat of an AT Walker turned gambling den. But the dramatic entrance of the Grandmaster, a vengeful Jedi that the Ronin has encountered before, prompts the enemies to join forces to face the new foe in an action-packed lightsaber duel that ultimately results in the Grandmaster's defeat. All the more impactful with its highly stylized animation and striking color palette. Who said these two former adversaries could make a good team? Again, I haven't seen Star Wars Visions, so I'm not really. I haven't seen these type of these duels, so I'm not really gonna comment on it. Okay, I'll be okay. The anticipation for Obi-Wan Kenobi's story to continue in his own live-action series was intense, especially for a story following the duel in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith that left Anakin scarred and the galaxy forever changed. As we hoped, Obi-Wan's reunion with Anakin in the limited series is realized as a climactic face-off. The two waste no time exchanging strikes. Their skills are on a full display, including Obi-Wan's classic spinning moves. The complex emotions that the former friends have for each other are palatable as Obi-Wan apologizes to Anakin, but the fierce fight ends with Obi-Wan once again walking away from Darth Vader. Anakin Skywalker is truly dead. I mean, I did like the fight. Don't get me wrong. Okay, we'll see. All right, so Rey and Finn versus Kylo, The Force Awakens. As Finn and Rey make their way out of Starkiller Base amid the destruction, Kylo Ren pursues them like a predator hunting its prey in the woods. In this unforgettable clash, Finn and Rey both get the chance to wield Skywalker's lightsaber in a duel that essentially passes the torch. Our heroes have no formal training, we know, but they put up a strong effort to ward off Ren, set against the beauty of a snowy forest as the ground around them begins to split apart. Like many wise Jedi before her, Rey finds a moment to calm herself before unleashing a series of pointed attacks. This duel reminds us all to hold our own against the darkness and never give up. Yeah, but I I think what I can't remember what they said. There was like an explanation how somebody like Rey with no formal training whatsoever was able to beat Kylo in a lightsaber duel. Now Kylo has had some training. Now obviously he trained under Luke and then under Snoke, so he's had training. Now saber combat maybe sure, but it was always just a weird thing that now obviously it's maybe the Force speaking through her and past Jedi instructing her. I don't know, but that was always such a weird thing with this. Uh, Honorable mention: Darth Vader versus Rebels. I don't really want to count this one because it's not really a duel. It's just a straight up massacre in Rogue One. So I don't know why this needs to be an honorable mention. But yeah. Wait, is that it? Oh, this list. Oh, I hate this list. I actually do hate this list. I really hate this list because you left off so many lightsaber duels. Anakin and Obi-Wan on Mustafar, Ahsoka versus Maul. Heck, General Grievous versus Obi-Wan, Yoda versus Palpatine. Like, you left off a good bit of. I actually don't know. So, okay, let's go back. Let's go to the top. So, what I would do, and we'll go over. So, Empire Strikes Back, keep it. Clone Wars, get rid of it. Visions, get rid of it. Ahsoka, keep. Duel of Fates, keep. Acolyte, get rid of it. Rebels, get rid of it. Visions, get rid of it. Kenobi, I will keep it. I will keep it. I'll probably keep this one too. So there are so many that they missed. Like I feel like it would have been better for you to do a poll and let the fans decide. Maybe not do all lightsaber battles just because there's just so many. Maybe pick some of the higher viewed ones and then let the fans decide and then make an article based off of that. This just feels like their personal opinion. Like there are so many better lightsaber duels within Star Wars than some of the ones that were put on this list. I mentioned several of them just then. Obi-Wan and Anakin against Dooku on the Invisible Hand. Grievous and Obi-Wan on Utapau. Anakin versus Obi-Wan on Mustafar. Yoda versus Palpatine the in the Senate office. Ahsoka versus Maul on Mandalore. Um, um, Luke versus Vader in Return of the Jedi. Like there were so many more. Ahsoka versus Vader in Twilight of the Apprentice of Rebels. So there was plenty more that you could have picked from. and but you chose these, so I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that list, honestly. Like no hate to the creator or the writer or whatever, but I'm just I'm not vibing with that list at all. So it is what it is, I guess. But guys, that is relatively it. Wanted to do this little video. If you're new to the channel, like I said, be sure you hit that like and subscribe, comment below. You can find me on my other social media, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, my gaming channel, and our talk podcast on Spotify. Definitely go and check that out for more fun content and conversations. But other than that, guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Y'all have a good one.